Kentucky fans, if you want to lose your mind, go watch these guys over at Sleepers Media. And I will say, they figured out the formula. They know that Kentucky fans are going to engage with them because we're going to call you out. We're not going to let stuff slide. We're the most engaged fan base on the internet, and it's not even close. When they make videos and say they have Kentucky news, no, they don't. They just regurgitate what KSR, Jack Pilgrim, Polachek, Tyler Thompson, anything they post, behind the paywall, might I add, they'll just regurgitate it, which I think is kind of like, bro, it's behind a paywall for a reason. Like, don't subscribe to it and then talk about it on your channel. They're doing the legwork here, not. Anyways, they love to crap on Mark Pope about recruiting. And they're like, why was the whole fight thing with Kelsey, whatever. Probably wasn't a good look for Pope. He was late. I don't really care. But they're like, why was he even there? He wasn't going to get Taylor and Kenny anyways. Now, let me ask you a question, guys. Kenny from Kentucky, if Pope wasn't to show up at, like, the beginning of that recruiting period, and he knew that Pat Kelsey was, what would that say about in-state recruiting for Pope going forward? I'm pretty sure Pope knew he wasn't going to get that kid, but he had to go recruit him. He had to put forth the same effort Kelsey was, because that was only going to be used against him if he didn't. Now, whatever happened after that is up for discussion. No one was there, okay? Pope seemed like he was a little bit late. Whatever, who cares? It doesn't matter. We weren't going to get that kid. We didn't ruin a chance. He wasn't going to get him, but he had to go recruit him like that for in-state recruits going forward. And they love to poke fun at his recruiting classes. Like, yeah, okay, we got Jasper Johnson, Moreno. They're in the state of Kentucky. Yeah, they're in-state kids. And they're like, he hasn't got that big recruit yet. But they also talk about how Pope has the deepest team in America. Now, do you think if Pope was to land these big fish recruits just by throwing the bag at him, which that's exactly what Kansas did for Taylor and Kenny, if he was to just throw the bag at him, because we do have the most money, that's well known. It's a well-known fact. But if he was to just throw the money at these kids, like these other schools, we wouldn't be talking about Pope having the deepest team in America. And that is how Pope is going to build his rosters. He's going to have deep teams. He's going to build it from the transfer portal. He's going to go after recruits. He's going to try to get these big fish. But also, I don't think he's going to break and just throw the bag at these kids and let them name the price. He's not going to recruit like that. So going back to my original point, these guys right here, I let them know. I comment on just about every Kentucky video too. I let them know. BBN keeps your lights on, bro, and y'all know it. Because y'all talk about, they've talked about Travis Perry more than Kentucky fans have. They look ridiculous. Cats by 90. Michigan sucks. Michigan State sucks. Eat it.